Wiktor, tell me, does the blood on the pavement by the entrance really stand out?
I didn't notice anything.
Great. So what brings you here this time?
So, what's with the sewers?
WS? Seriously? How lame is that? Anyway, the sewers in the neighborhood were commissioned by Neumeier, but the workers just dug it all up, and now they're on strike, or wandering around. And when I send my shivs after them, more flood in. Do something before I kill them all.
As a result of my decisions, this path is closed? What the fuck does that mean?
Why are the workers on strike?
Neumeier, their employer, fired a few of them, so the guys got pissed and started a riot.
Maybe I could talk to them.
Be my guest. Those that were fired are hanging out in my bar and drinking. And those who still have jobs, you can find them in the southern part of the district. Follow those trenches they dug. You won't miss them.
So who is that Neumeier?
He came from Germany. Decent fellow. They say he's got some experience in that sort of enterprise.
Since when do you regard decent people?
Since the sounds of construction keep banging in my ears. The guy has an office on Poznańska Street. You'll see a sign.
What's in it for you? I didn't catch that.
It was going to be so great. With the sewers, people would stop pissing on my door, but they just keep digging.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Whatever makes them go back to work. Whether you do some hocus pocus or send a demon after one of them, I don't mind. How about we come up with some buddy names for us?
Great idea. I'll leave it up to you.
Man, I won't let you down.
I know I say it every single time he talks, but the voice acting in this game is so goofy, especially with Abaritsa.
Hey, whoa, stop making faces and buy another round. We need to drink to Neumeier breaking his stupid face.
And where do I get the dough? Besides, I ain't a wooer.
Easy there, or you're going to pop a vein. Let's get some shots to warm us up. Although you've got your lady love for that, right?
Go fuck yourself.
What do you want? Oi, Janusz, we've got company.
Is he buying or just making a fuss?
Why the choice to like italicize certain things is so weird in the dialogue. I don't know why. I guess it's just like italicizing slang, but like I don't know, man. I don't know if I would classify any of that as like actual slang.
Sure, no fuss. But I've got a question. What's the deal with that strike?
What the fuck do you care? It is what it is. No need to elaborate. Fuck, help me out, man.
If you're not buying, fuck off.
I think I've already read this one. The labor movement is growing strong. Its impact can be seen not just in large cities. We can now argue workers across cities, towns, and villages all unite in the common struggle for the better future. It is no surprise the movement is growing if it had such charismatic leaders. Let us mention the irreplaceable Rosa Luxemburg or Marcin Kacprzak. Kashbrak, maybe? These people possess a magical kind of magnetism. Yeah, I think we already read that one. Hold on, sorry, dropped something. I see. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. That's just gonna stay in the VOD, I guess. I accidentally kicked a cord on my desk. Well, not on my desk. I kicked a cord and it pulled something underneath my desk that was previously on my desk. All right. Blue says, I want so many outfits in this. There are lots of different colors for the clothes, but there's not many actual different outfits. Note in the window. The office is closed. Customers of all sorts are kindly asked to come back later. A note on the door indicates that the office will not be open anytime soon. The carefully calligraphied letters of the note tremble from the stress of enveloping them. Tension flattens their bellies, curves their lines, and turns the dots into fear-soaked blobs over the fate of Neumeyer's conversation with the workers. Strike in Neumeyer's company. Black clouds are gathering over Wolfgang Neumeyer's enterprise. Following the changes he introduced, Mr. Neumeyer was forced to release half his workforce. However, this was met with harsh protest, and the remaining employees have gone on strike and refuse to go back to work until their coworkers are taken back. Negotiations are in process, yet none of the sides are willing to give in. The strike leaders, apart from pleading with their colleagues, have made additional demands: higher wages, 90-minute lunch break. The conflict is sure to affect the entire town, as the sewage system construction has ground to a standstill, and there's no telling when it will be resumed. Yesterday's issue of the Courier, with an article about the upcoming workers' strike on the front page, the newspaper is crumpled and torn. Neumeyer went to negotiate with the striking workers, and something tells me that he was not in a particularly conciliatory mood. His office will be closed until tomorrow, which perhaps creates a certain opportunity. Office door. The office door is locked. What now? Words float above the door's meticulous wood carving. Light and airy like fluff. They whisper of a great mystery. A hiding place unknown to anyone. Under a concrete slab and invisible to the human eye lies a spare key to the office. Opportunity makes A. Since the office is locked and I accidentally found out where the key is, I have to follow through and go in there, right? Besides, what Neumeyer doesn't see won't hurt him.
The things people come up with.
All right, let's do the other thing. I'm obviously going to side with the workers if that's not clear. Oh, they're right here. Nope, we're going to go to his office first.
I'll do some exploring.
All right. What? What? Why did it bring me outside? That was weird. Accounts ledger. Columns in the ledger reveal the sad truth about the company. The profits and losses don't balance out. Words full of desperation and determination are scattered between book pages. He must let people go. It's the only way. But he must keep up appearances. He needs an excuse. Drinking at work? No. No one will feel sorry for drunkards. No one will shed a tear. Telephone. The phone has greasy fingerprints on it. Someone uses it often and rarely cleans it. Words of disappointment and resignation pour from the phone receiver. They talk about a loan that was almost granted but ultimately fell through. About dashed hopes and the realization that there's no chance of a loan. Purchase offer. Made for the purchase of a purebred Hanoverian stallion with the proud name Bucephalus. And the sum is impressive. Sinister incantations hover over the offer. They demonstrate passion and conviction in wishing the would-be buyer chafing britches, and for the horse to bite him on the ass. Bucephalus is not for sale.
The telephone.
Words of pride hover over the painting. Pride in owning a thoroughbred mount. A mount that doesn't walk but flows, that doesn't jump but flies, and its nostrils are soft as cloud. It generally leagues above other horses, above everything.
Hello? This thing doesn't work. Hello? Hello? What the hell with this fucking technology?
What? I just thought he was gonna wait for him to talk. What the fuck? That's so weird. Oh well.
Well, this is negotiation, so let's negotiate. You won't finish the job without us. That's the truth.
Mr. Neumeier?
Nicht jetzt. How many times do I have to tell you? This can't be done. It doesn't work like that. That's not how you do Geschäfte.
Listen, sir, we won't give up. Either you can take back the men you fired, or you can say goodbye to the workers you've got left.
You can build these sewers yourself, you lousy capitalist asshole.
Rude!
This is just gutter talk, not negotiations.
Fuck. I wasn't trying
No
to select
wonder
that.
people get edgy. You can't change everything overnight and expect everyone to fall in line.
Ich kann das sehr wohl. I can. This is called power.
We will show you power. Lads, the strike's still on. We're not touching the work. It's knock-off time until further notice.
Maybe now you can spare me a moment?
Not here. Follow me, please.
Not bad. Okay, well, I guess this allows us to
I bet you
continue.
regret those layoffs now, don't you?
Better hair. I deal with that kind of aggression every day. I got used to it. Zeit ist Geld. What brings you here?
What do you mean by aggression?
I'm talking about that troglodyte, that Rude guy. Diesen Mistkerl.
What did you do?
He smeared my office windows with shit. Scheiße. I know it was him. I know it. I have no proof, but I know it. Can you imagine that Gestank? That stink?
Rudy favors the argument of strength and clearly has no sympathy for Neumeier.
Why did the workers go on strike?
Sir, I fired those who drank at work and everyone suddenly went mad. Ihr Polen. I don't understand you. It's time to bring this country into the 20th century. In Germany, it's unthinkable to drink vodka at work.
So what's the story with those layoffs?
I don't like inaction. So when I set new rules and people kept drinking, I gave them an ultimatum.
Not true.
And how much time did you give them to adapt to the new rules?
What do you mean? There's action and there's reaction. I set the new rules on Monday, and on Wednesday, I let them go.
What you did was stupid.
Are you standing up for these drunkards? What, are you a socialist?
That's not the point. You can't expect these people to change overnight. I'll get going.
I had my reasons, mostly concerning work ethics, but there are always many factors involved. Es ist kompliziert. You know what it's like.
No way out. Neumeier seems to be looking for a way out of his financial troubles. Neumeier's situation. The solution to the problems lies right under Neumeier's nose. The money from the sale of the horse would put an end to his liquidity problems, but the horse would have to be sold. And apparently that is painful. Fortunately, I'm able to soothe the rich man's aching heart. We're going to do that instantly.
Neumeier?
You don't
Yeah.
need a horse.
Deep in your heart, you know what's important and what the right thing to do is. It's the man that counts, not the horse.
Yeah, you're right.
Problem solved.
Meine Herren, listen to me, please. I know some bad words have been said, but I have found a solution. Your Freunde will go back to work.
Really?
Yeah. I've understood what really matters. You are the most important. Now, everyone can get back to work. Ich verspreche es.
Has he lost his mind or what?
Gentlemen, it worked. We'll start a union.
Yay! We love that. Yay! Unionization. All right, that's problem solved. I don't need any more of that quest line. We got the good ending as far as I'm concerned. Hopefully I didn't miss like a salutor there. That would have been bad. What's this guy have to say?
Beer. It's got flavor, vitamins and minerals.
Is that right?
I don't drink for health. Vodka.
I can see you're having a serious debate, gentlemen.
Better tell us what you prefer.
Nothing cools you down like a cold beer, especially now.
Especially in the morning. And you take your fancy schmancy taste and get out of here.
Get up, both of you. Vodka!
Are we gonna fight? Hell yeah. Wait, why are both of them fighting me? Or why am I alone against against two of these vodka drinkers? God damn it. What can Krampus do? Oh my god, Krampus is just Marana on crack. Oh, this is a weird loadout. I'm just gonna good luck kiss that guy immediately. Actually, no, I'm not. This is not the order of operations for this. Order of operations for this is Book of Vach on him, and then planned attack on him. Purely says cold beer. Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. I genuinely like beer. I just do. I don't know. I used to think it was terrible, but as I got older, I just liked it way more. I don't really drink it that often, but I do like it. Just two men dead in the street because they disagreed with me about beer. It's the important things. This is what matters.
Done. The wheels are in motion. I'm accepting compliments.
I could kiss your forehead. How did you manage to do that?
It turned out Neumeier had a purebred horse. It was worth enough to re-employ all the people he had fired. So he decided to sell it.
How generous. And voluntarily, of course.
Of course.
Believe it or not, I've been quite busy myself. Listen to this. Spirit King and Phantom Prince. Or, better yet, Poet and Pilgrim. Get it?
You're the poet and I'm the pilgrim because I've traveled a lot?
You bet. And fuck that guy with his WS. So see you around, Pilgrim.
Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim. What's he have to say now?
Pilgrim! How glad I am to see you in my humble abode.
I'm interested in Warsaw's underground scene.
Ask a mailman. Say what you want to know.
There's something else.
The booze doesn't judge.
Okay, so there's nothing to ask him about with that. It's just a conversation tree that stays open even though we don't have anything to put in it. Oh. So yeah, I had to reload a save in between episodes. So my my stats are unspent right now, but I also don't really need to spend them, so I'm not going to right now. Is that... Hold on, let's see. Let's find the dangerous friends. This will not lead anywhere. Wait for the doctor's answers, not gonna go anywhere. Okay, so we just have to do this. Let's go to Mordecai Hyatt. Or Mordecai Hyatt. I really am wondering how much longer the game is going to be. Because I feel like we're like pretty much at the end of most of the progression trees.
That's him, the one with the book. You oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
Niruf don't kid around with them.
And who am I supposedly bothering?
And you've wasted the chance to keep your mouth shut.
Get wrecked.
We'll cure this posh boy of his nosiness, you can bet.
Yeah. Okay, what do we want to do? I don't really need to improve my thaumaturgy. Let's just start the fight. I actually like genuinely like the battle music in this game. All right. Just go for the kill there because we can. Disrupt focus. Because eventually, when I attack him, I can do good damage that way. And try to disrupt him. There we go. Okay, good. Hey. Alright, he did not die. Which goes against what I wanted to happen. Which means we just gotta attack. There we go. Heal us. Oh no, that was just bloody incantation. That's fine. What status effect do I have on me? I don't know. We're gonna Velas him to try and interrupt. Didn't work. Oh well. Okay, so he'll die now. We could just do this. Just get the HP back. I didn't really need it, but just divert him again. All right, 8 HP. That's fine. So I take damage for this. I don't really... I like how the Krampus just literally also has a kid. Like it's not just a demon, it's a literal just child. Good. 32 damage is pretty solid. And he's dead. Alright, hey, we made it. Piecemeal says, man, a lot of people in this game love to square up. Sure do.
Hello, sweet secret.
Patch jacket, it looks heavy. The jacket is bitten by harsh curses tossed around in pent-up rage at his wife, who dared to criticize the threadbare checkered fabric and ragged patches. It's his favorite jacket. So what if he looks like a beggar in it? He doesn't have to be dapper. He's there, and that's enough. It's not so hard, is it? Everyone can see the way you are, whether you wear silk or a paper bag, whether your style is classic, avant-garde, or casual. Tartan, argyle, lace spirals, embroidery, and golden threads. Everything matches everything. You can get away with anything as long as you wear it with confidence. That is tailor stuff, I think. Part of the embroiderer's quest. All right, so we're back.
Talking nonsense!
By Abraham's beard, that's the way it was.
Back to the main quest.
Did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake?
Let's see. Mention his bodyguards, say nothing.
You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Szulski.
I was interested in this giant you mentioned to the fishmonger.
I can't help you. Rabbis are the ones who deal with golems.
I didn't say anything about a golem.
I'm afraid I can't help you. And now, if you'd like...
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
You're not telling me everything.
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Szulski.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell.
Hi, Moon Knight Day. Welcome to the stream. Group photograph in the office. The photograph is covered with a thick layer of regret and disappointment. Mordechai really believed in all of it, in friendship, in good intentions, and in the fact that Stanisław Szulski was a good person. Unfortunately, he was wrong. All that was left of the friendship was bitterness. Lost coin. An old coin worth 30 kopecks. The coin is soaked through with irritation brought on by a failed attempt at reconciliation. How long can you keep explaining things to someone who refuses to listen? Once you've been found guilty, there's nothing that will change that. No fact or plea. Anger is all that remains.
Is there something else you need?
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking. A remarkable death, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's talk about your relationship with my father. A tense relationship.
Mr. Szulski, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Szulski. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove. Especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell.
Okay. So, let's see. We need to go to the synagogue for sure. That is obviously the next step here. We're going to talk to someone who knows something. He did tell us rabbis are the ones that deal with golems, so maybe there's a rabbi that will tell us what we need. All right, we can wait in here. Interesting. Nothing else here to do. Okay.
Hello.
You said a month, 2 at most. I believed you. Then came the very first rain, and it was pouring in again. You fixed it, then the next rain. Soaked. I can't sleep because I have to keep emptying buckets. It's leaking just as badly as it was before. But the eyes of God are in every place, and they're watching.
Rabbi, when I said 2 months, you said there was one hole in the ceiling, but the whole building is in shambles here.
I can do it.
Quiet. You can seal up your daddy's barn with straw. The roof is gonna get holes because the foundations are crumbling.
So, let's go down to the basement.
Oh no, definitely not there.
What's in the basement that's so frightening?
Hashem, something down there reeks so awful that...
Got him.
Come now, don't be silly.
Flaw? Flaw.
Why do you afflict me so? I know why, because you know I shall bear it. Well, sir, are you just here to listen, or have you got something to say?
Am I speaking to Rabbi Sofer?
You see, all I gotta do is mention these cellars and his name comes up.
Would Hashem let a synagogue be haunted?
Hey now, quiet.
You're too late, I'm afraid. My name is Feldman. Rabbi Sofer departed this world almost a year ago. Forgive me, I have worldly matters to attend to.
I can't leave without an answer.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
Renovation of the synagogue, unruly workers. No wonder the rabbi doesn't have time to talk to me. He's got a lot on his mind. The crack runs from the ground all the way to the roof of the synagogue, from which water steadily drips. The crack in the wall hides the fear of righteous divine punishment exacted upon those who truly deserve it. After all, things would be different if such was God's will. Someone had to have committed many sins to cause the synagogue to be in its current state. The floor looks uneven for some reason. It's like a shadow playing tricks on me thing. The roof must be leaking in more than one place. The mirror of the water reflects the thought, pure and strong like hailstone. The house of God cannot resemble a ruin. It's not right. Something must be done about it while there's still time. Old ladder. It's worn out, must have seen many renovations. The ladder was placed with vigor in the deep conviction that work on restoring the house of God is an honor and a good deed that will surely be noticed by the Almighty and heavenly hosts. Such work is a treasure. The workers are pious, but their faith has led them to different conclusions. The younger one wants to renovate the temple for God's glory as fast as possible. The older one fears that restoring that which God's will has destroyed is a sin. I should make sure that the prevailing interpretation is one that aligns with my goals. Alright, I guess we manipulate him. Strengthen the younger one's resistance so he puts his foot down. Do I want that? Okay, so it does seem like the only option I have is that. Okay, so I just have to do that.
Back up. God helps those who help themselves.
But maybe you're right, Rabbi. Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
You heard the guy talking about sulfur. The old man cursed this place, especially these cellars.
So I'll go on my own, and show that Hashem protects me against curses in Hashem's domain.
On your own. You can seal up your daddy's barn, right? Fine, let's go.
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your tests still surprise me, but if this is your will, I think Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm the son of Wiktor Szulski, and I really need help.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Hashem we accept the challenge.
Rabbi Feldman. Rabbi Feldman, a sober-minded man. Too young to have succumbed to the bitterness that comes with public service, he still strives to help everyone and make the world a better place. Seems not bad. Seems like a nice guy. Hyatt's Laundry. Starch, water, soap, and lots of hot steam. Toil-worn hands, penetrating glances, and whispers. You don't simply go to the laundry to pick up snow-white tablecloths. You go there for company and information. No one is as well informed as the women who wash other people's dirty clothes. Nojic Synagogue. The neo-Romanesque edifice was founded by merchant Zalman Nojic and his wife, Ruvka. It has stood here for 3 years. Every day, its solid walls witness prayers, readings from the Torah scroll, as well as the study of Mishnah, the Gemara, and other writings of the rabbis. Homilies about Simon the Mage, chapter 25. When Simon's apprentices created a golem, without his supervision it refused to obey them, going about and doing as it pleased. When they wanted to destroy it by means known to them, it did not react and continued to cause them trouble. Finally, they turned to their master in shame, and he said unto them, that which is created only at its birthplace can be destroyed. And so the apprentices lured the golem to where it had been created, and it crumbled to dust.
Please, tell me what problem brought you here.
Maybe, Rabbi, you could tell me something about golems.
Thaumaturge, golems belong to Kabbalah, and you're forbidden from knowing anything about them. It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly.
Rabbi Sofer put a curse on my father. Unfortunately, it started affecting his children as well.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing. Do you think this has something to do with a golem?
I don't know. Did the old rabbi perhaps leave some things here? May I take a look at them?
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think I threw anything out. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Rabbi, could you tell me something about Sofer?
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled, like this city. Riots, provocations, pogroms, overpopulation. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful thaumaturge and Kabbalist.
Rabbi, could you help me understand something about Kabbalah?
No, and I'll say no more on the subject. I fear for your soul.
Yeesh.
Who can summon a golem?
Normally, it's determined by need. The Kabbalist rabbi summons the golem himself, but other Jewish people can also entreat him to do so. In legends, the golem is a terrible punishment and a tool for meting out divine justice. But I think it's an offense against Hashem, and revenge is no justice.
How can I stop a golem?
To summon it to life, you write the 3 Hebrew letters spelling emes, truth, on the clay that formed it. In an attempt to stop the monster, the heroes of these legends would erase the first letter from its clay body. That leaves mes, which means death. But I don't know how much truth is in it.
I'm afraid that I won't find anything more here.
That's the Lament of Innocence
Thank
golem
you,
puzzle.
Rabbi.
Meth and emeth. Prescription for heart-strengthening liqueur. Doctor's handwriting is hardly neat, but it radiates profound care for his companion. Letters stretch out with tenderness, wanting to ease the suffering of a friend. Special person with whom he shares the same ideals and the same mission, one meant to change the face of the world.
Mordechai Chajat.
Porcelain cup. The dregs at the bottom are covered in mold. The cup has been here a long time. The words of a plea made over a cup of tea cower near the mold. Plea to cast the golem's curse. Justice for the sins committed against Mordechai and his community. Szulski should experience the wrath of the sons of Abraham. He must suffer the punishment. Stanisław and Mordechai. Mordechai Chajat was father's friend and colleague until Stanisław Szulski did something that awoke hatred in his friend. Whatever it was, it pushed Mordechai to the edge, and he asked Rabbi Sofer to cast the golem curse. Unfortunately, once father died, the curse passed on to me. Thanks, Papa. Bitten fountain pen. An expensive fountain pen with a bitten tip. Someone here doesn't concern themselves much with worldly possessions. The words left the throat but stopped at the bitten end of the pen and refused to march further. The rabbi wanted to confess everything, to talk about the motives that guided Stanisław's actions. He didn't, though, in the name of the greater good. Fess up.
Rabbi?
I'm listening.
I found a prescription belonging to the old rabbi. Was something troubling him?
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would even bring him some kind of special medicine.
What was that pharmacist called?
Abraham Horowitz. But now his pharmacy is sitting empty.
Let me guess. He's dead?
Unfortunately. Some say that the socialists were involved. Others claim it was the Ochrana's doing. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
The rabbi says that Abraham Horowitz left behind an abandoned pharmacy on the edge of Mirov, as well as sadness in the hearts of the members of his community. Nevertheless, his disappearance was accompanied by strange rumors mentioning the Ochrana and the socialists, a potentially dangerous mix.
Mordechai Chajat. Do you know that name, Rabbi?
He owns one of the laundries here in Miruf, but I admit he doesn't really come to see me. Maybe there are other things I could be of more help with.
I'll be off now.
I'll pray for you.
All right, so we got some useful details. Let's go to that pharmacy before we confront Mordechai, because there might be more details here. I like the music in this place.